Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today as we head into the weekend, starting with the New York Yankees versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 160. Pirates plus 130 with the over-under at 7.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 74 and 73. The Pirates 69 and 78. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 2.79. Pitching for the Pirates is Johan Oviedo with an ERA of 4.34. Cole, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Oviedo, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Yankees, coming off a Boston win yesterday in the doubleheader, they lost the first one, then won the second one. Pirates on a little 3-game winning streak, coming off a nice Washington series. The Yankees 6-1 on the road, 13-6 against Pittsburgh, so they've been pretty good head-to-head against the Pirates here. Cole coming off a really good starts on the mound, hardly giving up 2 runs a game here, and I think I'm gonna lean with the Yankees on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Miami Marlins. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 170. Miami plus 155 with the over-under at 9. Braves coming into this matchup 96 and 50. The Marlins 75 and 72. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 3.38. Pitching for the Marlins is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 6.15. Elder, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Cueto, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Braves coming off back-to-back Philly wins. Miami coming off a Brewers loss. Braves 6-0 against the Marlins. 13-3 on the road against Miami. They've been very good against Miami here. Bryce Elder been very good on the mound here. And I think I'm going to roll with the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Rays opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Baltimore plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Rays coming into this matchup 91 and 57. Baltimore 91 and 55. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 3.53. Pitching for Baltimore is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.98. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Flaherty, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Rays, coming off a Baltimore win yesterday, 4-3, a nice close underdog win for them yesterday. Baltimore on a little 3-game losing streak here. Both pitchers giving up about 3 or 4 runs a game, and I don't know, close game yesterday. I'm liking the underdog. I'm probably gonna be rolling with the underdog in this series, so I'm gonna take Baltimore plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Boston plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 74 and 73. Toronto 80 and 67. Pitching for Boston is Brayan Bello with an ERA of 3.68. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 3.63. Bello, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Boston coming off, winning going 1-1 yesterday in the doubleheader against the Yankees. Toronto on a 4-game losing streak, had just a horrible stretch against the Rangers. Couldn't get a win in that series. Boston they are 7-3 against Toronto. They've been very good head-to-head against the Blue Jays here. Both pitchers giving up about 2 to 3 runs a game in this one. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Red Sox plus 1.5 on the road here, with Toronto struggling a little bit. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 110. The Reds plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Reds coming into this matchup 76 and 72. The Mets 68 and 78. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 4.43. Pitching for the Mets is David Peterson with an ERA of 5.34. Green, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts, coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. Peterson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Cincinnati, coming off a Detroit loss yesterday. Mets, coming off a 3-game winning streak against Arizona. Yeah, they look good against Arizona. Green coming off some really good starts here. I like the Reds as an underdog, and I'm going to take a shot with the Reds plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Cleveland Guardians. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 110. The Guardians plus 100 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 3.78. Pitching for the Guardians is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 4.89. Gray, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Giolito, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Rangers on a 6-game winning streak here, coming off a 4-game winning streak against Toronto here, where they've been playing very well. Cleveland 3-7 in their last 10, not playing that great. Rangers 6-1 on the road. I mean, got a good stretch going. They're playing well. Giolito's been all over the place here, giving up a lot of runs, and I'll take Rangers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at minus 170. The White Sox plus 150 with the over-under at 9. Twins coming into this matchup 77 and 70. The White Sox 56 and 91. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 3.67. Pitching for the White Sox is Jesse Schultens with an ERA of 4.44. Ober, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Schultens, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a White Sox win yesterday, 10-2. Nice game for the Twins. They are 5-0 against the White Sox here. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with the Twins on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Kansas City Royals. Houston opening up as road favorites at minus 180. The Royals plus 150 with the over-under at 10. Houston coming into this matchup 83 and 64. The Royals 46 and 101. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 4.78. Pitching for the Royals is Zach Greinke with an ERA of 5.47. Javier, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Greinke, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Houston coming off an Oakland win yesterday. Royals coming off back-to-back White Sox wins. Houston 8-0 on the road right now. 4-1 against the Royals here. So they've been very good head-to-head. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to roll with the Astros on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 180. The Nationals plus 150 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 65 and 82. The Brewers 82 and 64. Pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin with an ERA of 4.20. Pitching for the Brewers is Wade Miley with an ERA of 3.30. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Miley, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Washington on a 3-game losing streak, coming off 3 straight pit losses. Brewers coming off a Milwaukee win. Brewers coming off a Miami win. Washington just 2-7 on the road against the Brewers here. Both pitchers looking about the same, giving up about 2-ish runs or so. But I think I'm going to have to roll with the Brewers at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -140. Cardinals +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 79-67. The Cardinals 65-81. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 4.64. Pitching for the Cardinals is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 4.06. Nola, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Thompson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Phillies on a 2-game losing streak right now. Coming off back-to-back Braves losses. St. Louis coming off back-to-back Baltimore wins. Philly 5-0 against St. Louis. They've been very good head-to-head against the Cardinals here. I think I'm going to have to lean with the Phillies on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Colorado Rockies. Giants opening up as road favorites at -220. The Rockies +180 with the over-under at 10.5. Giants coming into this matchup 75-71. The Rockies 53-92. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.54. Pitching for the Rockies is Chase Anderson with an ERA of 6.49. Webb, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Anderson, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Giants coming off a Cleveland win. Colorado coming off back-to-back Cubs wins. Giants 8-0 on the road against the Rockies. 5-0 straight up against the Rockies here, where they've been absolutely dominant. And I'm going to take the Giants on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Detroit opening up as road favorites at -120. The Angels +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 67-79. The Angels 68-79. Pitching for Detroit is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 3.47. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 4.34. Skubal, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Detroit coming off a Cincinnati win. Angels coming off back-to-back Seattle losses. Not the greatest matchup on the slate here. Looking at a pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers giving up about 2-3 runs here. Let's see. Ohtani is questionable, so be sure to check his status. That's kind of the make or break for any game. If Ohtani's playing, it's nice to have him in the lineup. I think I'm going to take Detroit on the road. I'm just not in love with the Angels here, so I'm going to take Detroit. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -130. Arizona +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 78-69. Arizona 76-72. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 2.83. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA of 6.25. Steele, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cubs on a 2-game losing streak right now. Arizona on a 3-game losing streak here. Cubs are just 2-6 against Arizona. Haven't played that well against the Diamondbacks here. Steele been very good on the mound, coming off a 1-run game. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. And with Arizona on a big losing streak here, yeah, they just did not play well against the Mets. I mean, they got destroyed. And these teams did just play. Arizona winning 2 out of 3 against the Cubs in that series. But I think I'm going to have to roll with Steele and the Cubs on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Oakland Athletics. Padres opening up as road favorites at -190. Oakland +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Padres coming into this matchup 69-78. Oakland 46-100. Pitching for the Padres is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 3.80. Pitching for Oakland is Sean Newcomb with an ERA of 0.75. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Newcomb, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Padres coming off a Dodgers win. Oakland coming off a Houston loss. Padres 6-12 against Oakland, 5-10 on the road against Oakland. They've actually struggled against Oakland here. I'm still not going to roll with that stat here. Padres should be able to dominate this series. Let's hope. I'm going to take the Padres on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Seattle Mariners. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -110. The Mariners +100 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 88-57. The Mariners 81-65. Pitching for the Dodgers is Bobby Miller with an ERA of 3.98. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 3.48. Miller, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Dodgers coming off a Padres loss. Seattle coming off back-to-back Angels wins. Dodgers are 13-3 against Seattle. I mean, they've been very good head-to-head against Seattle here. Both pitchers giving up about 3-4 runs a game. I think Seattle's a good underdog today at home. I'll take Seattle +1.5 here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.